Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. It's been a long time since we've made a video. It's honestly, I think I did a Monday Night Raw preview almost about a month ago, and we haven't done anything. There was even a few days where I didn't even tweet. I'm sure some people were thinking that I was jumping off a bridge somewhere. But I can honestly say that my life's going really good. I'm having a lot of fun. You guys have checked out the last few videos that I have made. Things are really going well in my direction. This isn't the #1 priority in my life. When I am sitting down here on the couch today watching a god-awful movie by Matthew McConaughey and eating a big-ass burrito, we're going to sit down and we're going to talk some wrestling when some cool things come across the board here. Today, there's a huge story. I actually started seeing things about this yesterday, where CM Punk is actually getting offers to return to wrestling. It is not in WWE. It's not even in the USA. But this is to wrestle for British promoters overseas. 5-Star Wrestling, which I believe is the company that is hooked up with Wide World Sports, that is going to be hosting that big, huge 124-man tournament to sort of kick off their promotion getting on television. One of the reasons why WWE ran the UK Classic. WWE already ran through and grabbed a lot of the big names. I can honestly say that I did not watch the UK Classic. I know that a lot of those guys were featured WrestleMania weekend at Access. I was not at Access. I was not at WrestleMania. I can honestly say that I don't know a lot of these guys that are out there, and I can't even tell you the guy's name who is the United Kingdom champion for WWE right now. I think it's like Tyler Bates or something like that, but I don't even know. That might be wrong. I didn't want to say that, but I said it. But fuck. In this tournament, basically there's been 2 names that you would know as of right now. I think it's Carlito and John Morrison have been named to be in this tournament. They're not getting a lot of people that are wanting to join on. I know that there's a big independent following in wrestling these days, but a lot of these guys are either bought up. They're with Ring of Honor. They're with WWE. They're with this group. They're with that group. There's not a lot of names out there. One of the biggest free agents that there is in wrestling is CM Punk. This group has come to CM Punk and they've offered him $1 million to return one night and wrestle for 5-Star Wrestling. Which sort of, to me, the first thing I think, does that mean that this guy's losing in the first round? If you're only wanting him to wrestle one night, and it's a multi-night tournament with 128 guys, it means he's not showing up night 2. If you're CM Punk and you're making your return to wrestling, first time since 2014, you really wanting to job this thing out? You're really not wanting to win the whole thing? Do they have to come up with more money to offer him to come back for night 2 and or however nights it is to win the whole deal? I can already see people in the comment section, typing along, Stevie Breach with another CM Punk returns video. But this is a real story that it's being run in the sun right now, that there is, gas behind this. CM Punk, he left WWE in 2014. I think he finally got out of his contract in 2015. He fought, what was it? It was either UFC 202 or it might have been UFC 204. He did lose that fight. He did say that he did want to fight again. He has not been scheduled to fight, although there has been rumors for him to return back to UFC. Definitely, if he wanted to stay in MMA, there would be offers that come his way from Bellator, where he might make more money with outside sponsorships, which UFC does not allow. Going back to wrestling would hugely open up a door for him. I have always said that I think that CM Punk will wrestle again, but I do believe that if anybody is going to say fuck WWE and not want to return, it's going to be CM Punk. CM Punk, one of the biggest reasons why he did leave WWE was Triple H. Would you go back to that run that he had in 2011? Winning the championship from John Cena, doing the whole thing where he leaves the company, then he comes back and is, he just has the match with him at Night of Champions, and then they do the whole tag match at whatever show the next show was, and it just seemed like they were just locking them together. There was money definitely with the CM Punk versus Triple H fight, but it was almost like Triple H wasn't going to let anybody going to get as big as he is. And me being the biggest Triple H fan in the world and how big of a star CM Punk was in 2011, didn't really make any sense. But, you know, he kept pushing and he kept pushing. CM Punk was never able to get over that wall and just basically said fuck it and walked off. We did go in and train for UFC. It did take him a long time to have that first fight. Did walk into that fight and did lose very fast. Even in the training videos that were released of CM Punk, he didn't look that well. I don't know if there's a lot of demand to see CM Punk again. We all know that if CM Punk was available, you know, definitely you could see that he would get offers from TNA. He'd get offers from ROH. Definitely probably get offers from, you know, PWG to go back and return there. But how much money is he really going to make there? You know, the stories were always that CM Punk had saved a lot of money. He lived smart and saved a lot of that WWE money. I don't know, man. I don't think he's going to do this. I really don't think he's going to. That's just me. But that's the story that is out there. I can't get over the fact that this is a 124-man tournament. They're offering him a spot to be in the tournament for $1 million for one night, which means he's fucking gonna lose. You really get to pin this guy and make him lose clean. You get to make him lose like in a disqualification fashion. And then if you do a DQ finish, doesn't that sort of make a demand to have a return? But I don't know. This tournament's all going to start on June 10th. One way or another, even if this is a publicity stunt, people are talking about 5-Star Wrestling. People are talking about the tournament, and they just got to get some names. Maybe they don't even have the money to offer to them. Maybe they just wanted the news coverage. That's a smart thing.